There are words that heal and words that destroy. There are words that uplift and words that bury. To speak is to wield a blade, for words once spoken cannot be taken back. A foolish man flings his words carelessly, while an intelligent man knows when to remain silent. Silence is not just the absence of speech, it is a force, a shield, a wisdom that few understand. In moments of conflict, silence prevents regret. In moments of uncertainty, silence allows one to see clearly. But there are two situations where silence is not just wise, it is necessary. One who speaks in anger will destroy friendships, provoke unnecessary battles, and expose their own weaknesses. And one who speaks before understanding the truth will fall into traps of deception. Humiliation and regret, and ancient teaching says, the tongue is a fire. Once it burns, no water can undo the damage. Restrain it, and you will master your destiny. Let it loose, and then you will be a slave to your emotions. Now, let us step into the story of a man who learned this lesson through trials that tested his wisdom. The first situation, silence in the face of anger. A man known for his keen mind and sharp tongue, traveled through a land where wisdom was tested not by words, but by restraint. He believed that intelligence was best shown through debate and eloquence. But his path led him to a test he did not anticipate. One evening, he found himself in the presence of a powerful and respected figure. A misunderstanding arose and voices were raised. The air was thick with tension. The intelligent man, sharp with words, had every argument prepared. He knew he was right. He had the truth on his side. But as he opened his mouth, a thought held him back. If I win this argument, what will I gain? If I lose, what will I suffer? And if I stay silent, what will I learn? For the first time, he swallowed his pride and held his tongue. The other man, expecting a fierce retort, was left in silence. His anger had no fuel. His words lost their fire. Slowly, his tone softened. He looked into the eyes of the intelligent man and saw not weakness, but wisdom. That night, peace was restored, not through clever speech, but through silence. The intelligent man realized that if he had spoken anger, the night would have ended in hostility. His silence had saved his dignity, his reputation, and perhaps even his life. Silence in anger is not weakness, it is power. When emotions rise, words become weapons. And the first wound they inflict is upon the speaker. To win a momentary battle of words often means losing a far greater war of relationships, respect, and peace. The intelligent man learned that silence is not about surrender. It is about choosing battles that matter. Not every conflict deserves a response. And in the face of anger, the most powerful response is sometimes no response at all. The second situation, silence when the truth is unclear. As the intelligent man continued his journey, he encountered another test. This time, it was not anger that challenged him, but deception. He came across a situation where accusations were flying. One man claimed he was wronged, another claimed innocence. The crowd was divided. people turned to the intelligent man. Seeking his judgment, he listened carefully. The first man's words were convincing, emotional, and powerful. The second man spoke less, but carried a quiet confidence. The intelligent man was about to make his decision when he stopped himself. What if I judge wrongly? What if I speak without knowing the whole truth? If I am wrong, my words will cause harm that cannot be undone. So he said nothing. He observed. He waited as time passed. The truth revealed itself not through speech, but through patience. A small detail, unnoticed before, surfaced. The one who had spoken with great passion had hidden a crucial fact. The one who had remained calm had spoken the truth. Had the intelligent man spoken too soon, he would have supported a lie. His silence protected his wisdom and his integrity. Speaking before knowing the full truth is like shooting an arrow in the dark. Once words are released, they cannot be taken back. Many destroy their reputations, their friendships, and their credibility by speaking too soon. The intelligent man learned that silence is not ignorance, it is wisdom. A wise person does not rush to judgment, does not speak to fill empty space, and does not let pressure force them into hasty conclusions. The true measure of intelligence is not measured by how well one speaks, but by how well one knows when not to speak. The intelligent man, through his journey, understood that in the heat of anger, silence is protection. Words spoken in rage will be regretted. A battle avoided is sometimes the greatest victory too. When the truth is unclear, silence is wisdom. Speaking without full understanding leads to error, and an error in speech can have lasting consequences. Many believe that a sharp tongue is a sign of intelligence, but true intelligence is in the restraint of the tongue. The mind that is quick to speak is often slow to understand, but the mind that holds its tongue when necessary is one that sees beyond words into the deeper truths of life. And so the intelligent man learned not only when to speak, but more importantly, when not to. Silence is not merely the absence of words, it is a language of wisdom, a discipline of the mind, and a strategy of the enlightened. An intelligent man does not seek to prove himself in every conversation, nor does he waste his breath on battles that serve no purpose. Instead, he understands the delicate balance between when to speak and when to remain silent. But why do these two situations, silence in the face of anger and silence when the truth is unclear, hold such power? The fire of anger and the shield of silence. Anger is like a wildfire. Once ignited, it spreads beyond control, consuming everything in its path: friendships, dignity, inner peace. Words spoken in anger are like sparks that set bridges ablaze. Even if the fire eventually dies down, the damage remains. In contrast, silence in the face of anger is like a shield that deflects the flames. It does not mean submission or weakness. It means self-control, a refusal to be dragged into meaningless conflict. Why is it so difficult to remain silent when angry? Because the ego demands to be heard. The ego whispers, they must know you are right. You cannot let them win. Speak now or you will look weak. But the wise know that true strength is not in shouting louder, but in maintaining peace. The intelligent man does not let his emotions dictate his words. He understands that speaking in anger is like throwing stones into a calm lake. It disturbs the clarity and serves no purpose but destruction. Instead, he chooses to let anger pass like a storm. When the winds settle and clarity returns, then and only then will he speak, if speaking is even necessary. The greatest proof of this wisdom. Think of the moments in life when you reacted in anger. Did your words bring you peace, or did they create regret? Now, think of the moments when you chose silence. Did your restraint cost you anything, or did it protect your dignity? The answer is clear. Silence in anger saves more than it sacrifices. The trap of speaking without knowing the truth. A river that still reflects the sky clearly. A river that is disturbed shows nothing but broken images. The same is true of the mind. A mind clouded by assumptions and impatience cannot see the truth. But a mind that waits, that observes, that seeks clarity before speaking, such a mind will rarely err. When one speaks before knowing, they invite chaos. They risk ruining reputations, misleading others, and making a fool of themselves. The intelligent man understands that wisdom is not in the speed of response, but in the accuracy of judgment. Why is it so tempting to speak before knowing the full truth? Because the mind dislikes uncertainty. It wants quick answers, immediate conclusions. It would rather have a wrong answer now than wait for the right answer later. But patience is the gatekeeper of wisdom. The most common mistakes of those who speak too soon. 1. Judging a situation based on incomplete information. Many have condemned the innocent and supported the guilty simply because they were too quick to trust one side of the story. 2. Speaking based on emotions rather than facts. Feelings are fleeting, but the consequences of words last. An intelligent man does not let emotions drive his speech. 3. Rushing to give advice before understanding the problem. A doctor who prescribes medicine before diagnosing the illness is dangerous. In the same way, one who gives opinions without full understanding often does more harm than good. The greatest proof of this wisdom. Think of a time when you spoke too soon and later regretted it. Now, think of a time when you waited, observed, and allowed the truth to reveal itself. Which path led to better outcomes? The answer is clear. Silence until clarity is always the wiser choice. Silence is a mark of mastery. A fool speaks to be heard. A wise man speaks only when necessary. But an enlightened man understands that some truths are better realized in silence. There are 3 types of people in this world. 1, the reckless speaker, speaks at all times, in all situations, often without thought. This person constantly finds themselves in conflict, regret, and misunderstanding. 2, the wise speaker knows when to speak and when to remain silent. This person is respected, trusted, and rarely regrets their words. 3. The silent master speaks only when absolutely necessary. And when they do, their words carry great weight. Their silence is as powerful as their speech. Which one do you aspire to be? The intelligent man, through his journey, learned that words should be chosen as carefully as one chooses a weapon in battle. Misplaced word can wound deeper than a sword, but a well-timed silence can disarm even the fiercest opponent. Transforming this wisdom into daily life. Now that we understand the power of silence in these two situations, how do we apply it? 1. When anger arises, take a deep breath and delay your response. If you feel the urge to retaliate, step away. Allow yourself time to process. Respond only when emotions have settled. 2. When faced with uncertainty, ask more questions instead of making statements. Seek clarity before forming an opinion. Observe before concluding. Understand before speaking. 3. Develop the habit of mindful speech. Before speaking, ask yourself, is this necessary? Is this helpful? Is this the right time? Will I regret saying this? 4. Embrace the strength of silence. When others expect a reaction, surprise them with calmness. When pressured to speak, choose stillness. When surrounded by noise, find peace and quiet. The legacy of the intelligent man. In the end, the intelligent man did not become known for his sharp tongue, but for his wise restraint. His silence spoke louder than words. His self-control earned him respect. His patience allowed him to see what others missed. He became a master, not of speech, but of silence, and in that mastery, he discovered the deepest truth of all. The most powerful words are the ones that are never spoken. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Just click the subscribe button below and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, and feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you'd like to see next. See you in the next video.